There's Tsushima to climb. There must be another way in.
Yep. Right here. Yeah, I remember this. I had a computer crash here one stream right at the end.
Mongols. How did they find this place? A map, like the one from the Violet Crown. Tadayori's Rest.
Yeah, we've got the duel here, I think, right? That was pretty good. I put that pin right right where it was supposed to go. I don't think I could have done that better if I had really tried.
Whose graves are these? Time's rushing river slows. Tadayori's mind at rest. One drawn bow pierces many.
Yeah, there's a duel, and then you go from the duel to find the armor by the, like, on a cliff, right? And you have to test it out by killing a bunch of guys. That's what I remember. And is there one other thing to examine? Yeah, there's one other thing to
The
examine.
emblem of Clan Nagao.
Yeah.
Tadayori's clan.
What are you doing here?
I'm just exploring, don't mind me.
I'm not here to fight. I am Jin Sakai, nephew of Lord Shimura.
You're a liar and a thief. Defend yourself.
Okay. The only thing I wish would be different about these duels is that you could do the standoff kind of thing with an Iajutsu start. I wish that was an option. But, oh well.
I don't want to kill you.
Alright.
Stop!
It's not possible. You know how to use that stolen blade.
Maybe because it's not stolen.
Hold, my lord. My name is Kaede, last of Tadayori's line. I heard the samurai were all killed. Assumed you were a scavenger.
I'm no thief. But I seek your ancestors' armor.
And you deserve to wear it, Lord Sakai. But the armor is lost.
I have no way to find it.
There is a line from an old scroll. Tadayori watches over Azamo Bay for eternity. I suspect it's a clue to where he hid the armor. Tadayori's armor gave him great speed and deadly aim. Wear it in defense of the innocent, as he once defended Azamo Bay.
I think that's the smoothest duel I've ever done.
Between the cliffs behind.
Yeah, we'll just fast travel. I don't need to actually do the run. I actually had the immediate thought to use the
Watching over Azamo Bay could mean the cliffs behind town.
whatever it's called. I can't even remember what it's called. The Heavenly Strike. Usually I don't think to use it. Or I don't have the resolve to use it when I do think about it. But that went pretty well. Alrighty. Have to go around the long way. That's okay. But yeah, those duels, you're right. The way the cinematic aspect, you know, they start like it's gonna be an Iajutsu duel, and you pop the blade and swing, but then the cinematic ends and you're just in your regular stance. Which is fine, I get it. They kind of wanted them to be like boss fights instead of the standoffs, but I just think that was like I feel like they could have probably put an option in there like you don't have to do it, but you could make it that kind of duel, and then if you succeed you start with an advantage, you know, like maybe the opponent's got half-life or something, and then alternatively if you lose you're at half-life or something like that. Yeah. That's fair. Oops. Where'd he go? No, 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 no. Yeah, I think just because of how they did those cinematics, so that was a missed opportunity for something like that, right? Like, it's pretty iconic. It would be similar to a lot of things where it's a risk-reward kind of situation. Ugh. Is there an archer? Yes, there is. All right. That did not go nearly as well, but that's okay. Before we help you and we start the rest, let's grab the arrows. And he's going to tell us that the armor's under there, I think.
My lord, how did you find us?
A descendant of Tadayori pointed me here. What happened to you?
A Mongol spy found a long-forgotten scroll written by Tadayori's firstborn. They forced me to decipher it, and it led us here.
So they found the armor?
No, I misdirected them, hoping you'd reach us in time.
You took a big risk.
And it paid off. The armor is hidden beneath this memorial. Claim it for yourself, my lord.
Like,
A memorial to Tadayori.
honestly, I think what I would have most liked to have seen, like I said, with the Ejutsu duel kind of thing, is if as you progress and as the duels get harder, you know, the opponents get harder, it incorporates the timed button presses from the bamboo strikes. So you have to do the sequence correctly the first try, and same thing, you know, it's a gamble, but that's an indication of reading the opponent. You know, like your triangle is a strong attack, so reading them, you can counter it with a strong attack, or a square is a normal attack, so you can do a quick attack instead of a strong, that sort of thing. So by using the button presses like that you train with the bamboo strikes, in turn you could do the Iajutsu stuff and it would get progressively harder. But in turn, if you do it right, it makes the boss fight or the duel, whatever you want to call it, it makes it that much easier. I think that's probably my only improvement on the combat or that system I would have done, because I think it would have tied together the bamboo strikes and the duels wouldn't feel so as
The artistry is
abrupt,
incredible.
because you get that neat cinematic, and then it's just, oh, it's one-on-one combat now. Like, there's no choice to have it be like a traditional samurai duel kind of thing. I think that would. I don't think that would have taken too much extra work. My guess is they just didn't really think about it, or maybe they tried something like it and it didn't work the way they wanted it to. Who knows? Which is a shame, because that's exactly what they're for. They're about the precision of the draw cut, or of the single slice, right? And so the idea of doing them perfectly and getting, succeeding at those challenges, I would have liked to see that repeated in the actual gameplay, and not just as a side challenge, because that, like you mentioned, that gives you an opportunity for a gamble or a risk reward thing. You've practiced at these strikes, you've gotten the bonus resolve, so you know how to do them. Here's a tough duel. If you want, you can do it this way and get a big advantage at the start, to make it easier. But the risk is you're gonna, if you fail, you're gonna pay for it. I think that would have been a really good inclusion to it.
Position. I won't let the
But-
Mongols near you. See how Bravery defeated hundreds of pirates alone.
Oh, you son of a gun! Yeah. Honestly, if that's my only real complaint about the combat in the game, I think it's doing pretty good. Personally. Oh, I missed? Oh, you son of a gun. There we go. Alright, yep. I think it's, what is it, 3 waves? God damn it.
See how Bravery defeated hundreds of pirates alone.
There's that terrifying glow thing.
More on the way. Are you alright?
Yes, my
Oh,
lord.
you son of a biscuit. Yep. If I actually had explosive arrows, this would be much easier. But I don't, so I don't even have flaming arrows. Yeah, the archers are the worst part of this. I personally like hearing the call
Yes, my lord.
instead of having like an indication that, oh, by the way, you're being attacked from this direction. I know there's that setting for that now. Ugh. God dang it.
That was like watching Tadayori himself.
I don't know about that.
Armor is perfect for an archer.
My tale found the right audience. And now it's time for me to move on, my lord.
Like, I'm a big fan of their minimal UI and everything being a component of the actual game. But I do get that the archers can be annoying, especially later when they're like firing 3 shots or it's rapid fire. Like, I get it. Yeah, after playing a fair bit of this now and then looking back at like some other open world games or games of a similar style, it's like, you know, this one doesn't have to have done anything unique or original because it does so much that the games in the past did near perfectly. Like, it just does such a good job with all of them. It doesn't matter that it's not original in any things. Yeah, the wind is really neat. And then the minimal UI, it just lets you pay more attention to the actual game and how beautiful it is and the gameplay. Yeah, I'm definitely a big fan of this. And even not even having finished Act 1, I understand where people are coming from when they say like, oh, you know, give us a New Game Plus mode or give us some way to keep playing when we finish it. Like, I completely understand that. Where is the trapper? Is it on the other side of the town? At this point, I almost feel like they're... Like, I almost feel like they just have to. Because it's what... I mean, there's so many tweets and posts and stuff about it. And then, you know, they patched in lethal mode after, what was it, 2 weeks? A week and a half? And some additional accessibility options to make it in turn easier for other people that really didn't like it being as difficult as it can be. Like, they're obviously either had this stuff in mind or they were listening to feedback very closely.
I'm happy to offer my services.
Enchantment black powder bombs. We want to do so. Smoke bombs are
That's all I
maxed
can
out at
give
3.
you
Okay.
right now.
All those are maxed out. Okay, so let's max those out.
I
All
hope
right.
it helps.
Goodbye.
And run through the fire because we're smart like that. How do I still have an upgrade? What was it?
My lord, anything to offer from your hunting?
Oh, the wind chime only takes 5.
An excellent
Interesting.
choice.
And run through the fire again because, yep, it's about right. My guess is they're in early planning for whatever their next IP is, whether it be a sequel to something or a new IP, but I'd wager a fair portion of the dev team is still working on patching this and or working on bug fixes. I haven't found a lot of bugs. This is one of the more polished games I've seen in a while. But I'd wager that they're working on bug fixes behind the scenes and maybe a New Game Plus mode, maybe some additional modes for as DLC free or otherwise that people are wanting. I'd say that's what their priority is right now because like they know they have a winner on their hands. You know, it doesn't. Reviews aren't the only thing. Just it's 3 weeks out and people are still tweeting about it. There's still tons of people playing it. Like, that means more than any good or bad reviews could mean, you know? So I think given all of that they're still going to be prioritizing this game. I can't remember what else they did before this. I think Crash Bandicoot was one of them. I don't remember. I need to look up their history. All right, so this is a side quest that only unlocks after you do Azamo Bay. It's like I said, it's a side quest, but I don't know if you did the Azamo Bay stuff. So yeah, that's right. They did Infamous. And I've not played those, but I've heard good things about them. So, anyways, since like I said, since this is a locked side quest, I was just giving you a heads up. If you don't want to know what happens in it, I'm about to start it. If since it's a side quest you don't care, then I'm just gonna give you a second so you know. Okay, I don't know how far you got in the main quest, so I'm just trying to, since it's an actual quest, just give a heads up and give you a chance. So we'll go ahead then.
Kenji, what are you doing here?
Something has gone very wrong, my lord.
What did you do?
Nothing. The Mongols have taken all our food. Rice, millet, fish, anything they can lay hands on. We're starving.
You say we. This isn't your farm.
I have been thinking about what you said, and I'm trying to help the farmers here.
Where are the Mongols kept?
Who knows? They show up every few days and pick up the food and cart it away.
I could ambush them.
It's not that simple. They've taken hostages. If we don't produce the food, it's...
And that was a really good rendition of what happens.
There is. You won't like it.
I will decide that for myself.
Yeah, my original playthrough was in Japanese voice acting, but I figured since I had to replay the first 10 hours or so, I may as well try out English, and I'm pleasantly surprised by the English voice acting.
Put it on the beach.
All of it from this farm?
The farm, scavenging abandoned homes, fishing and hunting, just to fill the bellies of the enemy.
What brought you here in the first place?
Once the Mongols connected me to you, most places got too dangerous. I thought an out-of-the-way farm would be safer.
I guess he thought wrong.
Food and drink for the Mongols, but the sake barrel is empty.
Your plan is to anger the Mongols more?
Not exactly.
No, put you in the sake
barrel
barrel.
is very roomy. It could hold a heavily armed heroic
I
samurai.
know what would fit better. A flabby, flexible super.
The Mongols will take the barrel to the heart of their camp. Who could do more good there? Me or you?
I don't know why I keep letting you hide me inside things.
Because it works.
It smells like your breath in here, Kenji.
Well, that barrel didn't empty itself.
Wow. That's some
Yes, all yours. Take. No. That's Nico. Nico is my horse. Mine. Ow!
Yep. That banter though, that was really good.
You can't do this. Nico, no.
I guess we have to save his horse too.
Kenji's plan actually worked.
Oh, and convenient arrows right here. Not that I need them, but... And there's just a bunch of dudes, okay. We will go ghost style though, because more my style. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3 there. 4, 5, 6. One over there. Okay. Let's go get this guy. Almost feel bad for those guys because that one guy was just trying to eat. Alright, how many are left? 3? Alright, they're going that way. Okay. Yep, I know Moon Stance is effective against Bruce. Thank you. Sometimes I just get the timing perfect.
I can't believe it. We're saved.
Take this food back to your farm. Give Kenji the good news.
Kenji? Why would I give him anything but a punch in the mouth?
What do you mean?
He's the idiot who got us into this mess. He tried to cut a deal with the Mongols.
Oh, Lord Sakai. That was amazing.
Of course.
Kenji, you sake-swilling piece of monkey dung!
I'll handle this.
Sake swilling piece of monkey dung.
Explain yourself.
I might have sold the Mongols food, but given them straw and wood chips instead.
To make a profit?
To save the farmers' food.
You didn't think the Mongols would notice?
Not so quickly. All of a sudden, it was punishment, hostages. Give us food or we kill you.
It was wrong to encourage you to make yourself useful.
What? No, no. No, you weren't wrong, Lord Takai. I can do good.
It sounded like you said Lord Kakai
Just
there.
practice.
Try not to practice when people's lives are at stake.
That's a good one worth pre-ordering if you got people to play with. Oh, so close to a new technique point. Charm of well-being.
You're damn lucky that samurai spared you, Kenji.
I'm sorry, Taro. I was trying to help.
You want to help? Choke on a rice ball.
I can tell you don't want to talk about that.
Choke on. Oh man. Hmm?
Calm down.
I'm calm. It was just funny. And that's okay. Yeah, that would be. There's definitely a place for that.
Set yourself on fire and mate with a Mongol bomb.
Wow. Okay then. Oh wow, we went really far. Can't do that one yet. I guess it's just right here. Yeah, if I get to a more established place where I have some more consistent viewers, I might look into stuff like that more. Oh yeah, it's a hot spring.